A new 9-minute gameplay video was released by IGN, and there is so much to cover, so let's dive right in. I'm TBZ Frostbite with The Boys Racing, and today we are covering the latest gameplay dropped by the IGN network. Forza Horizon 6 has been one of the most anticipated games of all time for the Forza franchise, and the developers are really feeding us a lot of teasers this time. We're finally in Japan, and in this gameplay, we have some of the best views of what to expect and some prayers finally answered. The gameplay starts with the Saline S7 LM, a DLC car we got in Forza Horizon 5. Starting on the coast, we see what roads that run along the coastline look like, and it's gorgeous. We can see the railways above us as well as super highways flowing smoothly overhead. We see a bit more clarity of the speedometer, and now we're able to see more definitively the assists and when they become active, like launch control, ABS, and traction control. We are then taken up the spiraling roadway where we see alternate roads traveling underneath, the cherry blossoms, the ocean bay, all before driving straight towards Tokyo City. We can see the skyline landscapes of Tokyo Tower, skyscrapers, and the full city they promised us. And it looks full and dense with buildings. One thing I want to make note of is the Forza developers have confirmed for this video they did a large scale back version of the traffic. The verticality of these roads is insane. 1 second you're cornering a banked turn, not elevating or descending, but when the road straightens up, you merely drop several feet downward, not sudden or violently, but smooth and controlled. As the engines rev down, you can hear the wind chimes and sounds of Japan. I love Horizon for the fact that they capture real-life places without making exact copies. Then they immerse you in all of it. As the video carries along, we head into Tokyo City, where, yes, we see a gas station that appears to be accessible. And this is what we wanted to see. Also, certain areas that appear to have parking lots set back in between buildings are lined up along the streets of Tokyo City. Then we get on to the C1 highway, and boom, we're surrounded by overpasses, underpasses, on-ramps, and the city skyline, and it looks like we are in a Japanese downtown city. We're high on the C1, exiting the city, heading north. Now, we still don't have a full scope of the map, but I believe this gameplay only showed us a tenth of the map in its entirety. However, I do see the more north we go, the more roads seem to appear. Not city-like roads, but more countryside roads, like a suburban area. Then we have the tunnels. Much like Forza Horizon 4, we have 3 areas of highway tunnels that amplify the exhaust notes. Now, I could sit here and try to describe the exhaust notes and the great sound they produce, but honestly, you'll just have to watch the video on IGN to really get the full scope of what we are hearing. But as you exit the tunnel, you enter a new region where a highway is flooded with more cherry blossoms on either side before heading into the second tunnel. As you exit that tunnel, I'm just very impressed to see more roads that travel underneath this highway before entering the next and final tunnel on this stretch of highway. And when you exit that, we are in the northeastern coastal shore. And am I seeing windmills in the background? Holy cow, 662 roads. That's almost 100 more than Forza Horizon 5. Plus, if we look off in the distance as you get off the highway, is that another gas station in the distance? There's definitely a small village or town in that corner. Along this North Country road, we see small houses, little shops, again, everything that speaks to Japanese culture. As the foreground opens up, we see we are still by the sea, and can see small fishing boats out in the water, green farm fields on the left, and an array of foliage. Total breathtaking. Then, we even see new stories, the Ito day trip. Obviously, not the focus of this video, so nothing obvious to explore, but very intriguing to compare to Forza Horizon 5 and Forza Horizon 4 stories. And as more traffic passes, we're able to hear the dynamic sound of each passing car. sounds more like a car on the road and less of an animated creation. And as the road curves around, we're brought to a fishing dock area. Again, it appears like an area where we will be able to hang out, set up convoy car meets, and maybe do some drifting around. And on the left, shops and stores that seem to be a support system for the fishing dock. No detail has been left unturned, and I am so here for it. But as we near the end of the clip, I want to point out a few things. While not explicitly stated, I believe this gameplay footage was meant for viewers to enjoy a look at the surrounding areas the game will have to offer. Large amounts of criticism are mounting due to the lack of traffic, dull signs of life, no festival site, but that's not the point of this video. Game developers did state officially that the traffic was turned down for the video. No follow-on comment was made, but I can only assume that this was meant for the purpose of enjoying the scenery. And speaking of scenery, the final scene goes across a bridge. The fact that the bridge has verticality, not once, but twice en route before coming back to land. The detail continues to blow me away. The waters are so beautifully blue, the moving boats, the greenery as you approach the land. This is what I'd hoped for and more. That's really all we got, and it's enough to make hours of video on as people go back to pixel snipe every little thing we saw. But honestly, this reveal of more gameplay has got me even more hyped for the release day. Be sure to subscribe to the channel as we dive more and more into this game leading up to release day, and follow me on Twitch at TBZ Frostbite when the game comes out, as we will set our destinations for Japan. Until next time, we'll see you all later.